You're causing a little bit of ruckus there online. Just a few days ago, this 3/5 rule kind of came out. Explain what happened and why this went viral.
Yeah, so at the end of the Senate, we were wrapping up session. I'm the president of the Senate in Indiana, and we had a state senator, a black woman who got up. She's a Democrat, and we were passing a bill that would get rid of DEI within state agencies. And she begins to go off on how people like her were not considered human beings in the founding of our nation. And she used the 3/5 compromise to try to drive home her point. Well, if you know history, and I know you have David Barton on a lot in the show, and I called him because I know history too. I called him right after she goes off on this tangent of how the 3/5 compromise was used to vilify people like her in our founding. I said, David, I'm pretty sure that was the opposite. Am I wrong in this? And he said, no, you're absolutely right. This was not this was not a pro-slavery move. This was an anti-slavery move by the North to keep the South from having more congressional representation. So I do a video. I explain that because I believe this is where CRT and DEI and the cultural narrative has shifted over the last 50 years. Is we have not corrected the truth. We've not corrected the narrative. And so I did a video and I just explained it. I said the 3/5 compromise was a good thing. It laid the foundation for America to get rid of the evils of slavery years down the road. Had we not done that, we wouldn't have the Constitution, nor would we have freedom and liberty for all. So that's what I did. And it went viral, and the left came out and they said, oh my gosh, he said the 3/5 compromise was a good thing. And I doubled down and I said, yes, it was a good thing. That is exactly what the founders were doing. And even people like Frederick Douglass looked at the Constitution and he looked at it with the 3/5 compromise in it. And he said, it's a glorious liberty document. This is a good thing. And our founders were laying the groundwork for liberty for all. And I wanted to defend that. I'm not going to let people impugn the character of the institutions of America because of revisionist history.